Asantosha is pacing nervously and saying, just so much to do and not enough time. No matter how hard I try, I never have enough. I'm a millionaire, but I feel insecure and quite honestly, poor. Why is it that I've not been able to forget my humble lower middle class childhood? I've been praying to you, Devi Lakshmi, you who are the source of all abundance and prosperity. Only you can guide me. After all that I have acquired and achieved, why do I feel like I do not have enough? Devi Lakshmi appears in a soft golden light. You called, and I responded. Here I am. You speak of not having enough, yet you may not see the wealth that already surrounds you. Let me explain the true nature of prosperity and abundance. Asantosha. Don't ask me to think positive about the few millions I have. There are mounting bills to be paid, plus rising cost of inflation, plus the rising cost of living in cities. There is just never enough. Devi Lakshmi. I will not ask you to think positive, but I will help you return to basics and question your fundamental assumptions of wealth. After I finish, you're still free to think what you want. Is that a deal? Okay, deal. Devi Lakshmi. I appear in many forms. One of them is Adi Lakshmi, the primordial form of abundance and all resources, who also is the eternal nature of time itself. Do you know that time is a form of wealth? Asantosha. Time wealth? But I never have enough time. Devi Lakshmi. Time is a gift equally given to all. No matter how rich or successful or intelligent you are, all you get is 24 hours a day. Even though you are a successful investor, you can earn money if you lose it. Even though you have a major illness, you can regain most of your health. Even though some of your relationships break down, you can work towards better communication and closeness. But once the time is gone, it is gone. It is never coming back. And so it's not about just having more time, but about how you use the time you have, which can only come with clarity. Please be clear. I have not been partial at all in giving some people less time or more time in a day. Everyone gets the same amount of time every day. The question is, at whichever age and stage of life you are in, are you clear about your life priorities? Are you using the time you have to fulfill your life priorities in the areas of your health, your work, your interests, and your relationships in a dynamic balance? Mark my words, it is a dynamic balance. It can never be 25% importance given to all four areas. For example, if you are in your early 20s, career and marriage may take top priority, but the other areas cannot be allowed to slip, or else you will become poor in those areas. So, in times of time wealth, recognize the time you have as a treasure. Focus fully on the present. Your mind will go to regrets of the past or the anxieties of the future. Still, just bring your mind back gently to the present and enjoy contributing to and building the different areas of your life: work, relationships, health, and wealth. People do talk about time management, but the truth is, you can never manage time. What will you manage as time ebbs away? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. What will you manage? You can definitely clarify and manage your life priorities. in the time that you have. Asantosha. Devi Lakshmi, that is a wake up call for me. But in this material world, don't we also need financial security? I never seem to have enough money. Devi Lakshmi. Ah, now we come to money wealth, which many mistakenly see as the only form of wealth. My manifestation as Dhana Lakshmi supports the acquiring, management, and investment of wealth. But remember, as Dhana Lakshmi, I value not just the accumulation of wealth, but its wise use aligned with Dharma. Don't you have the saying that I, Lakshmi, am happy only if Saraswati is also around? Wealth is a great means to an end when it is backed by wisdom. True financial abundance is not about hoarding riches, but about having enough to meet your needs and share with others. The Bill Gates and Elon Musks and the Narayan Murthis of the world speak about living fulfilling lives, not just by acquiring more, but by investing a lot of their wealth in philanthropy and contributing to impact in society. My manifestation as Dhanya Lakshmi, wealth in the form of food grains and other forms of food, ensures sustenance for living beings. Every being has its unique food. The bee has its nectar, the birds eat insects, the deer eat plants, the tiger eats other animals' meat. The big fishes eat some of the small fishes, and the human being eats everything. Everyone is provided for by me. If only human beings provided more food to each other so that no one would sleep hungry at night, I would be very pleased. During Deepavali, Hindus all over the world will pray to me to seek more wealth, and I will bless them too. But as Puja Swami Dayananda ji would say, only the insecure need security, and no security is secure enough. Rather than feed the insecurity of I don't have enough, I would suggest to you to consider having more than one revenue stream of income. Seek guidance from a financial advisor to invest your wealth such that you can lead a comfortable lifestyle, contribute to society, and most importantly, free your time so that you can focus on all your life priorities. Bhagwan Sri Krishna has given a commitment to all his devotees. Ananyaschintayanto mam ye janaः paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. Those people who see themselves as non-separate from me, recognizing me, gain me. For those who are always one with me, I take care of what they want to acquire and protect. So, Asantosha, trying to practice Santosha, contentment for what you have, as you aspire to manage your resources wisely, is a good way forward. Asantosha thinks and says, in this mad race of making more and more money, I took my family and friends for granted. At the drop of a hat, I would cancel family get togethers or postpone them due to lack of time. And now, when I have slowed down in my career and have more time, they do not have time for me. With the wealth of time and the wealth of money that is there now, I still feel so alone in my struggles, even though we are a close knit family. Since I was not around in the children's formative years, they started to bond more with my wife, and now they often gang up against me in major decisions. Devi Lakshmi. Yes, my manifestation as Santana Lakshmi, wealth, is in the form of children and your legacy that lives on through your relationships. Griha Lakshmi, wealth in the form of your partner, is to be valued and treasured. This brings me to relational wealth, the wealth of relationships and connections. Like you've discovered, you could have a lot of time wealth and money wealth, but feel poor if you are lonely and disconnected from the rest. All of you are deeply interconnected to your families, friends, colleagues, and even strangers through the cords of karma. Every cord of karma that ties us to each other must be acknowledged in the form of performing our responsibilities towards one another to the extent that we can. Relational wealth creates a wonderful web of appreciation, support, and care for each other, so much so that one creates positive change in society and builds a brighter future together. Even kind words and deeds are a form of currency. Every act of generosity, no matter how small, enriches both the giver and the receiver. And so, do nurture your relationships. Do offer your time and care freely, and you will find yourself rich in love and support. Asantosha. My school friend became a millionaire at a really young age, but he recently got diagnosed of stage 3 cancer and passed away. Devi Lakshmi. Sorry about your loss. This brings us to health wealth, governed by me as Arogya Lakshmi. Your body is a gift given by me in accordance with your karma. It is your most precious asset. Only with good health can you acquire and maintain money wealth, time wealth, and relational wealth. If your health goes for a toss, then money is lost, time is lost, and relationships become strained. When you prioritize your health through proper nutrition, exercise, rest, and stress management, you lay the foundation for all other forms of abundance to flourish. Asantosha. I've also neglected my health in pursuit of other goals. But even if I address all these areas, I still feel like something is missing, like there is a deeper purpose I am not fulfilling. Devi Lakshmi, nodding approvingly. You touch upon the most profound form of wealth, and that is Devi Sampattihi, the wealth of Dharma. This is also my manifestation as Vijaya Lakshmi, wealth in the form of victory over adharma, and Dhairya Lakshmi, wealth as courage. Bhagwan Sri Krishna devotes the 16th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita to the wealth of becoming and unbecoming dispositions, Devi Sampattihi, the wealth of the Devas, and Asuri Sampattihi, the wealth of the Asuras who are not aligned with Dharma. Devi Sampattihi is the wealth of Dharma, the wealth of virtues such as ahimsa, non-violence, abhayam, fearlessness, daya, compassion, indriya, nigraha, mastery of the senses, arjavam, straightforwardness, and other virtues. All of you are gifted these in some measure. Investing in cultivating these values is about aligning all areas of one's life with your highest values and understanding your place in the cosmic order. Devi Sampattihi, or the wealth of Dharma, becomes your guiding framework to manage time wealth, health wealth, relational wealth, and so on. Dharma makes everyone happy. And so when you cultivate this Devi Sampattihi, the wealth of the gods, you find a sense of purpose and contentment that no external circumstance can shake. Asantosha, looking overwhelmed. This is all so much to take in, Devi. How can I possibly cultivate all these forms of wealth? Devi Lakshmi smiling warmly. Remember, my dear, that all these aspects of abundance are interconnected like my many forms. Let me show you how they weave together. Every day, when you take the right decisions regarding your nutrition, exercise, sleep, and rest, I am happily watching over you as Arogya Lakshmi. As Vidya Lakshmi, the goddess of knowledge, I bless you in understanding the ways of the world and responding accordingly. Hence, you can also wisely build your time wealth by taking one step at a time, savoring each moment rather than rushing to the next, and reviewing your life priorities from time to time. As Vijaya Lakshmi, the goddess of victory, I support you in being victorious, in upholding dharma in all your relations, thus building your relational wealth. Yato dharmastato jayaha. Where there is dharma, there is victory. As Virya Lakshmi, the goddess of valor, I encourage you to embody the courage required to walk the path of dharma. Your wealth of dharma or Devi Sampattihi grows each time you choose integrity over convenience and compassion over indifference. Asantosha, taking a deep breath. I'm beginning to see how all these forms of wealth are already present in my life. I've been so focused on what I lack that I could not see the abundance around me. Devi Lakshmi, that's right. Abundance is not something to be chased mindlessly, but to be recognized correctly and cultivated. The feeling of not enough comes from forgetting your inherent wholeness, Asantosha. But how do I maintain this perspective, Devi? Because it's so easy to fall back into old patterns of thinking. Devi Lakshmi, remind yourself. Start each day by acknowledging the wealth you already possess. Be grateful for the gift of time. Cherish your relationships. Use your resources wisely. Honor your body and align your actions with the highest values. Remember, I, as Varalakshmi, grant boons to the sincere and deserving ones. My blessings flow not to those who merely wish for them, but to those who create the conditions for abundance through their thoughts and actions. Asantosha is looking more peaceful. Thank you, Devi Lakshmi. I feel a sense of calm I have not experienced in years. But I worry. What if I face challenges or setbacks? Devi Lakshmi. Challenges are inevitable, my dear. But with each form of wealth we have discussed, you build clarity and resilience. Time wealth gives you perspective. Relational wealth provides care and support. Money wealth offers comfort and time. Health wealth ensures stamina and longevity. And Devi Sampattihi grants you unwavering inner strength. When faced with difficulties, remember Dhanya Lakshmi. I, as the goddess of agricultural abundance. Just as a farmer must weather storms and droughts, trusting in the cycle of the seasons, so too you must trust this gift of life. Asantosha, smiling. I understand now, Devi. True abundance is not about never facing lack, but about recognizing the fullness of life in all its forms. Devi Lakshmi, you've learned well, my child. Carry this wisdom with you and know that you are always enough exactly as you are. And then, when you are ready, I will teach you that the limitless abundance you seek is not separate from you, it is your very nature. Asantosha, bowing respectfully. Thank you, Devi Lakshmi. I will strive to see the world through these new eyes of abundance. I am enough. Devi Lakshmi beginning to fade. Remember, dear one, I am always with you in every moment of gratitude, every act of kindness, every breath of contentment. Embrace the fullness of life, and you will never feel lacking again. Devi Lakshmi then disappears in a shower of golden light, leaving Asantosha standing peacefully, a serene smile on his face as he gazes at the world around him with a newfound wisdom and appreciation. Om Shri Lakshmi Namaha.